Let's go back to the phone lines. We'll talk next to Lois. She's listening in Memphis, Tennessee on WCRV. Hi, Lois.
Hey, this is, I have a two-part question, and I appreciate you taking my call today. The first part is, when we get to heaven, will we recognize loved ones and people that we have lived on earth with? And the second part is, will mamas who have aborted their babies meet and know those souls that they aborted?
Yeah, two good questions. Number one, when we're in eternity, we're not going to have less of a memory. We're going to have more of a memory. Now we see dimly, then we will see, as it were, face to face. And now we know in part, then we will know fully, just as we will be fully known. So yes, we will absolutely know our loved ones in eternity. In terms of abortion, this is one of the great solaces, I suppose, at the end, is that someone who is a genuine believer is not going to murder a child made in the image of God. But when someone does come to faith in Christ, if they have had an abortion, they are going to be reconciled with that child in eternity, and that's the grace of God. Now, it does not mean that there are not consequences to sin. I use this example often because it's graphic. I mean, here you have the quintessential king of Israel that not only has an adulterous affair with Bathsheba, but then he has her husband killed, and then he marries her, has a child with her, and that child dies. Now, ultimately, David was consoled by the fact that one day he would see that child again in eternity. On the other side of the coin, as a result of his sin, the sword never left his household, which is to say there are consequences to sin that follow inexorably like night followed day. So we can't be cavalier. We can't say, well, I can sin, pray for forgiveness, and no harm, no foul. No, there are always consequences, and therefore we cannot sin in cavalier fashion. But does God forgive? Can God? Of course he does, and that is the great solace that the Christian faith gives, that even those who have aborted children made in the image of God will be reconciled with those children as believers in eternity. Whatever we go through in the meantime, whatever the consequences, there is that hope. Indeed, there is that certainty of reconciliation.